Hello, everybody. Intuition here. Thank you, as always, for making time and space for us. Today, we wish to talk about more of a question, really. But how are you doing? What are you doing to get ready for this upcoming month? For many of us, this month of August has been really something, and not necessarily in the positive way. Usually, symbolically, spiritually, the month of August is all about disturbance. It is about disturbance because it is the idea that August is all about things coming into your conscious awareness that have not been working for you. Though you're not necessarily conscious that something, a situation, has not been working for you, at least not yet. That is what this next month is all about, September. But August is all about shaking things from out of trees that have been obstructing the view, your vision that you've been trying to make manifest in this life, in this reality. It is about shaking the things that have been obstructing, getting in the way of that actually coming into fruition for you. So that could manifest in a lot of disturbances, a lot of upheaval. It is like a planter that is uprooting and ripping out the weeds that have been getting in the way of the other plants to grow. So it could be all of a sudden, this month of August, all of a sudden, well, last month my job was great, and now it seems like there's a bunch of chaos, there's a bunch of disturbance, there's a bunch of errors, there's a bunch of miscommunications. Maybe within my relationship, there's a bunch of issues that are happening within the relationship that were minor before, but now it seems like it's really hitting a fan. In my health, perhaps before everything was fine within my health, but now things are coming to my attention, things are surfacing, and I'm still not quite sure what it is that's surfacing because they're just starting to surface. However, there's a lot of disturbance where before there was not so much. So August is all about things coming to the surface, disturbances that are shaking loose the things that are getting in the way of you being all you can be, you manifesting all the things that you would like to see happen within your life. September is all about reconnaissance, recognizing what it is that has fallen out of the tree, recognizing what has come to the surface, where before, oh my goodness, what is this? There's a lump here. Strange. And it has taken me all of this month for this lump, for me to realize that this lump is here, nevertheless for this lump to become more defined and definitive. And now, in September, I'm realizing, wow, this now is moving around. I can push it here, I can push it there. This lump is not a lump, this is something more serious, and I'm recognizing it. I'm recognizing, as before I was just, things were starting to surface, I'm recognizing now what it is that has been brought to the surface. That is what September is all about, the realization. So, what are you doing to get ready for the things that have been shaking out of the trees for you to realize? You don't need to do anything other than realize. That is what September is all about. It is realizing what it is that's happening, actually being present to see what it is that has been coming up that you might have been ignoring for some time now. So again, all you need to do is open up your eyes, open up your ears, start feeling things again to know, oh my goodness, there's something coming up here. What may that be? Let me be curious about it. But again, if you've been shut down, shut off, not allowing things to come to the surface, and August has made things come to the surface, you being in a recognizance phase might be a lot for you. It might be a little too much for you to actually realize that there is something more than just what you thought was going on. So how do you deal with that? Because it might be a scary month. These next few months are not for easy cruising. This is not easy listening, soft tunes. Things are about to get a little shaky and breaky because of what these next months represent. So, August is all about disturbances. September is all about recognizing. October, if you're curious about what that is, It's about being in denial about what it is that you're able to recognize that has just been brought to the surface in August. So get ready for that in October. November will hold a fun air of, I finally accept what it is that was brought to my attention in August. Now I've went through the stage of realizing what that is, denying what that is. In November, I'm accepting what that is. And then in December, you let it all go. You purge it out. You throw it all up. You become empty to make room for the new beginnings that happen in January. But we're not there yet. We have a lot to go. But perhaps, in you knowing with what is to come, maybe you could expedite that process a little bit. Maybe you don't have to be held down by a cycle of what it is that the months represent spiritually. Because the months and the meanings weren't just used for crops and farmers. They were used in a more spiritual base to understand what it is that spiritually and synchronistically is going to be happening for everybody, usually. So, August, all about the disturbances, things coming to the surface. September, realizing what is coming to the surface. How do we work with what it is that we are now realizing is real and not fake? October, denial. I cannot believe what it is that I've realized. It cannot be so. Cockroaches didn't shake from the tree in August, in which I realized in September, and now I'm in December, denying it. November, I guess cockroaches did fall from the tree and onto my hair and into my clothes. And in December, you're finally washing your clothes and washing your hair because you've accepted that cockroaches fell all over you from the tree that shook in August. And so in January, you have nice, new, fresh, beautiful clothes, a nice, fresh, beautiful perspective of what it is that you can start anew with. Maybe you burn the clothes. Maybe that's what happened in December. You burned the clothes. And now you just got a brand new wardrobe to help start off this new year, new you, all that shenanigans and verbiage. So we say this to get you a jump on what it is that may or may not be coming for you. You might be on your own cycle. However, for many of us, this is what the next few months hold in store for us. So how are you going to be working with September when it comes time for you to realize what it is that's really happening? Hopefully, you're able to realize it quickly, and maybe you could get a jump on October in the denial phase. And maybe you could start anew in December and not have to wait for January. As always, we're full of gratitude for you making time and space for us. And we wish you well wherever it is in your cycle, and hopefully the disturbances haven't shook you down in August so that you're not completely energyless in September. Well wishes.